Hey, before you scroll past, what if I told you that the scariest things on this planet don't walk on two legs? Two real truck drivers, two roads they wish they never drove, and whatever they met out there, it followed them home. Stay till the end because story 2, that ending will make you check your back seat tonight. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button right now because every week real people send me their real encounters, and I promise you, you will not sleep the same. Let's go. Story 1, The Crossroads of Makli. My name is Daniel. I have been driving long haul trucks for 11 years. I've driven through blizzards, floods, pitch black mountain roads. Nothing prepared me for what happened that night on the Makli bypass. Our route was a long one, hundreds of miles. My co-driver was an older guy, calm, experienced, the kind of man who laughs at ghost stories. By the time we hit the bypass, it was past midnight. The road was dead. No lights, no signs, no other vehicles, just us and the dark. Then, thud. The whole truck shook. Something had gone under the wheels. I pulled over and climbed down with my flashlight. I swept it across the road. Nothing. No animal. No debris. Not even a scratch on the asphalt. I told myself, road bump, that's all. But then, the rear wheel started smoking. Not the engine, not the brakes, just the wheel, burning hot, like it had been sitting in a furnace. That's physically impossible for a truck that's been moving for under a minute. That's when I felt it. The feeling that something was watching me. I turned slowly, and in the darkness just beyond the tree line, two green eyes, staring, not blinking. Then something grabbed my shirt from behind. I spun around. Nothing there. My co-driver is standing next to me, and he sees nothing. He's looking right at the spot, and he sees nothing. A second truck pulls up behind us. The driver leans out his window, confused. "Why did you signal me?" he asks. "We didn't signal you," I said. He went pale. "Someone kept flashing your rear lights," he said slowly. Over and over, like they were begging me to stop. We looked at each other. We had been standing outside the truck the entire time. When we walked back to the cab, the door was open. Our sleeping mats thrown outside. Our water cooler tossed on the road. But our wallets, our phones, our cargo, untouched. Whatever had been in there wasn't interested in our stuff. We started reading prayers, old protective words our grandmothers taught us, and we got back on the road. That's when I saw her, on the hillside, a girl, young, standing completely still. And then she changed. In front of my eyes, her body bent, twisted, her limbs snapped backward. and she dropped onto all fours and she ran straight toward us. She slammed into the side of the container. Bang, 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 like someone hammering metal from the inside. I looked in my mirror. 3 shadows, floating, moving alongside the truck at 60 miles an hour, keeping perfect pace. I couldn't drive faster. I couldn't stop. We pulled over at a dark lay-by and waited. You crushed him. They came to us, 4 of them, shapes of shadow and smoke. One of them spoke, its voice like gravel and wind at the same time.
Our brother was crossing the road. You hit him.
He wore the shape of a dog. I stepped forward. My legs were shaking. It was an accident, I said. I'm sorry. I didn't see him. I would never. Then, darkness. I woke up on the road. My co-driver was sitting next to me, shell-shocked. He told me after I passed out, the shadows helped us. They cooled the wheel. They fixed the truck. They showed us the way out. And then they were gone. I have never driven that road again. And I never will. Okay, pause. If you're watching this alone right now, maybe turn a light on. Just in case. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Hit that button. Because story 2 is worse. Story 2. The Woman in the Rain. My name is Marcus. This happened 3 years ago. I still check my backseat every single time I get in a vehicle. Every single time. I was driving from the mountains down to the city. Furniture load. Night run. Nothing unusual. Around 10 p.m., the rain hit. Not drizzle. Sheets. Walls of water. I pulled off on a forest road to wait it out. Knock, knock, knock. I froze. I was on a road that doesn't exist on any map. In a forest, in a storm, at 10 p.m. Who knocks on a truck door in the middle of nowhere? I opened it. A woman, black coat, dark hair plastered to her face, holding a baby wrapped in cloth.
Please,
She said quietly.
my child is sick. Can you take us further down the road?
I said yes. Of course, I said yes. She climbed in. The moment she sat down, the air changed. Heavy, like breathing through wet cloth. She didn't speak. She didn't move. She just sat there. And the baby never made a sound. Not one sound. I started driving again and I noticed the truck felt wrong. Like the suspension had given out. Like I was hauling twice the load. I glanced at her. She was staring straight ahead. No expression. Not blinking.
Here,
She said suddenly.
stop here.
We were in the middle of the forest. No house, no building, nothing. She got out. The second her feet hit the ground, the truck felt normal again, like a switch had been flipped. I drove to the nearest diner, ordered coffee, sat down, and from the kitchen,
Marcus.
I looked up. The cook was facing the wall, hadn't moved. The other customers were deep in conversation. Nobody had spoken to me. I left, got back in the truck, hit the road. At some point, I don't know why, I looked in my rearview mirror. She was there, in the back seat. Same black coat, same blank face, same baby. I hit the brakes, jumped out, ran around to the back door. Empty. Nothing. No one. I stood there in the dark, shaking, telling myself it was just exhaustion. And then the truck lurched. Something had gone underneath it. A sound came from beneath the chassis.
Don't leave.
I dropped to my knees and looked under the truck. Nothing. I stood up, and a hand, cold, heavy, landed on my shoulder.
Marcus.
My name, in my ear. I ran, into the trees, into the dark, running blind, branches hitting my face, screaming prayers I barely remembered. And then I saw her, in the trees, above me, sitting on a branch like it was a park bench, head tilted, smiling. She dropped down in front of me, and I saw the baby. What she was doing to the baby, I can't describe it. I ran until my legs gave out. I woke up face down on the road at dawn. A passing driver found me, called for help. When I finally went back to my truck, I opened the cab door and looked at the seats. Long, deep scratches, like claws, dragged slow and deliberate across the exact spot where she had been sitting. I sold that truck 2 weeks later. I still don't drive at night, and I still check the back seat. If you made it this far, you're either incredibly brave or you definitely slept through the scary parts. Either way, you're one of us now. These stories were sent in by real people, real drivers, real roads, real things. And I get new ones every single week. So if you want to know what's waiting on the road next week, hit subscribe. It's free, it's fast, and trust me, you don't want to miss the next one. And if you have a story, something you saw, something that followed you, something you can't explain, drop it in the comments or find the link in the description. Your story might be next. Until then, check your back seat. Stay safe, stay curious, and whatever you do tonight, don't stop on an empty road. See you in the next one.